The Texas Heat, never a kind welcome for Real Salt Lake, but they'll try to break a two-game losing streak tonight on the road, taking on FC Dallas. Again, Salt Lake has never won in the state of Texas.
On that left-hand side, obviously Brek Shea's the player that RSL is going to focus on, but Fabian Castillo going the full 90 minutes, and always when Javier Morales is on the field, he can change the game in a split.
Well, the best graphic right there for Real Salt Lake, 87, that's not bad, sun's going down, but it's the humidity. Only 45%, perfect conditions tonight.
We are underway. Real Salt Lake in the white with navy, or should I say cobalt trim, going left to right. Chris Schuler on the ball for Real Salt Lake. Stepping into the starting lineup with Olave suspended. Schuler started the play. Here's Paolo Jr. left-hand side toward the end line, cutting it back. Saborio save at the near post. Chris Seitz got down quickly.
Great decision-making from left back Chris Wingert. As he gets possession, he finds that run of Paolo Jr. The speed of Paolo Jr. gets himself into space, and it's subtle, but it's the little hand motion. Watch Alvaro Saborio. He points to where he wants the pass. It's played there. Good left-footed shot to the near post. Good save by Chris Seitz.
Luis Gil deep in the midfield for Real Salt Lake, trying to get the ball back from Johnson, who's a little off the mark, broken up by Hernandez. Here goes Dallas. Castillo straight up the gut, one-on-one with Borchers. Castillo in the box. Fabian Castillo saved by Raimondo. He didn't get enough on it. Big stop for Salt Lake.
Well, there's that turnover and counterattack opportunity. Fabian Castillo 1v1 with Borchers. Ball's tapped backwards. Castillo gets his head up. He wants his left foot, gets past Borchers. And you got to give a ton of credit right there to Nick Raimondo. If Raimondo bites, the positioning, going near post, that ball has a chance to pick out side net, far post. Raimondo stays as big as possible, as long as possible. Ball just trickles into his hands.
Hernandez to deliver the free kick. Plenty of bodies forward for Dallas. Here it comes, looking for George John, free header. And a man is offside. The goal won't count. A man was offside before making contact with Raimondo.
It'll be Zach Lloyd, ran, jumped, made no attempt for the ball, threw his body into Nick Raimondo, hoping that the collision, the ball would fall in the back of the net. Keep an eye at the top of your screen, inside the 6-yard box. Zach Lloyd jumps. To be fair, this is the most difficult thing. Hand goes up, you look for ball contact. You know, George John can't be unmarked in the box, but this is the big argument for players in attacking situations.
Hernandez floats it into the box. And it was missed by Salt Lake, falls to Shea. And they've called a penalty kick.
We talked about it at the start of this match. Jeff Gamble, the referee, playing in reffing just his 11th game in Major League Soccer. That is his 9th time he's pointed to the spot. 9 times in 11 games. Let's see if he got this one right. Ball whipped in from Daniel Hernandez. Ball initially comes off the foot, then skips through, and Tony Beltran, watch his left arm. Watch Beltran's left arm. Handball? I'll let you decide. We all know what Jeff Gamble decided.
It's going to be Brek Shea against Nick Raimondo. Shea fires, counting, lower right corner. Dallas goes on top just before the break with a little bit of controversy from the penalty spot.
Brek Shea with his 2nd goal of the season elects to go to Nick Raimondo's left-hand side net on the ground. Take a look what led. Watch Beltran, number 2. See if this ball comes off his hand. Redirects. And this is the biggest issue as a defender, as a former defender for me. The way I look at it, ball to hand, hand to ball, 2 separate things. Tony Beltran knew absolutely nothing about that handball. That ball coming through. He made no attempt to play his hand. And now FC Dallas, just a minute into 2 minutes of stoppage time, find themselves up 1-0 through a well-taken penalty from Brek Shea.
Hernandez's pass deflected. Rodriguez got there first for Dallas, went down softly, and Ackerman whistled for his 4th foul. And Rodriguez down holding his elbow like he might have fallen on it awkwardly.
Yeah, that didn't look good.
And again, the Dallas bench gets up in alarm.
Yeah, it looked like you never want to you never want to guess at injuries, but the way his elbow was popped out, there's bones going places that it shouldn't be. You see the play as he goes down, watch the arm. Ooh, it's Javi. Look, watch the way Javi goes for the ball. He goes to challenge, puts his foot in, and Rodriguez goes down, puts his arms out, trying to keep possession. You can't really blame Javi, and see, he knows. If there's very few players that know from a dislocation or a bone break like Javier Morales.
And Carlos Rodriguez stretchered off here, and Shellis Hyndman coming over to check on the Panamanian. As Jackson steps onto the field for, again, the first time this year in an FC Dallas jersey. Got it away to Morales.
And listen, with a psychological standpoint for FC Dallas, with all the injuries, all the suspensions, another injury to starter Carlos Rodriguez. At this point, this team just wants to hold the 0. So they're going to defend. They're going to look to break out on that counter. But you're not going to see that possession that you saw for the last 30 minutes of the first half.
Johnson sneaking it through. Bonfili's onside. He fires and scores. Real Salt Lake ties it up with a big goal from the rookie Emiliano Bonfili.
Well, just minutes coming off the bench. Bonfili once again getting in behind the defense. FC Dallas has done such a good job centrally of really cutting down those passing lanes. Look at the turn, slotted ball in between Ugo Ahemalu's steps. George John doesn't have that cover because Jair Benitez is wide, and Bonfili keeps his head down through the legs. Good strike on goal, and we're all level in Dallas.
First MLS goal for Bonfili. They leave it for Benitez. His shot is blocked by a diving Will Johnson. And Benitez turned it over. Saborio is onside. Alvaro Saborio, shake and catch him. Saborio cuts back. Seitz gets a touch, wins the ball for Dallas. That's a huge stop. At it.
Sabo has to slow down because he feels the pressure of Brek Shea. He does a good job, and then the ball got caught underneath his left foot.
Should he have just shot it left-footed there?
Well, that's the problem. Look how big Seitz is making himself. He does such a good job. The moment that Sabo cuts back and gets his feet set, Seitz is collapsing on him.
Armando puts it back in play. The 4 minutes almost up here. Borchers heads away one more time. And there's the final whistle. Dallas and Salt Lake finish in a 1-1 tie.